Here it is again. Hello, this is Bwana from Bwana.tv, and today I want to talk about a bittersweet topic. More bitter for me than sweet, but it is sweet for the guys over at FriendFeed. Today, it was announced that Facebook has acquired FriendFeed. I believe it's 50 million, or an undisclosed amount of money. I have to validate it, but I believe it was 50 million, according to the Wall Street Journal and other outlets. And I'm going to talk about my thoughts about that in this particular video. So this particular thing is very bittersweet because we all knew FriendFeed. Let me first introduce what FriendFeed is. It started as an aggregation service, and around aggregation of social network services like Twitter, Facebook, FriendFeed, Delicious, not FriendFeed, Twitter, Facebook, Delicious.com, Flickr.com for your photos, SmugMug, all kinds of things, Google Reader shared items. You would aggregate all that stuff into one site and you would discuss it. You would have comments, you could like certain things. It was a great way, it was my primary way, one of my primary ways of finding out what's going on and talking about it with other people. Today they announced an acquisition with Facebook, and there was a lot of overlap with FriendFeed and Facebook. And you may have recalled on Facebook they recently added comments on your news feed, and they also added likes on your friend feed. This is something on your news feed. This is something that FriendFeed had prior to that. A lot of little knickknacks and features that you saw crop up on Facebook have already been present on FriendFeed. Today, however, Facebook also announced real-time search, which is something that FriendFeed offered or announced about a month and a half ago. So there was a lot of overlap in functionality, and I agree with Robert Scoble's sentiment that FriendFeed just saw that they couldn't compete with Facebook feature by feature. Every time FriendFeed would come out with something, Facebook would come out with it, and real-time search was like the biggest differentiator that FriendFeed had over Facebook, and now that's gone today. So as of today, it was announced, and on TechCrunch.com they had an article which explained what's going to happen now. Essentially, the team's going to get split out. They're going to get split up, and certain people are going to go to various engineering teams, and other people are going to work on other projects. So the reason why I'm saying it's bittersweet, it's sweet for Facebook, and it's sweet for the guys at FriendFeed. They got a really good deal for what essentially looks like a technology deal. It looks like Facebook is buying the technology and buying the engineers, not really going to continue with the FriendFeed service since the team is being split out and basically the talent's going to be utilized throughout Facebook. It doesn't look good for the future of FriendFeed, and a lot of people, including myself and Robert Scoble, are stating that the platform is essentially dead in terms of future growth, future feature enhancements. I'm quite sure they'll support bug fixes in the short term, but in the near to long term, the platform is essentially gone. And if you were looking to develop on a new platform today, you used to have FriendFeed, Twitter, Facebook, and other platforms. You can take FriendFeed off that list. So new development, I highly doubt there's going to be new apps coming out for FriendFeed. And a lot of developers who are on current projects for FriendFeed feel they may have to shift their efforts elsewhere. Now, it's good for FriendFeed and Facebook, this deal. It's a great deal. They match in a lot of areas. It makes sense. They're going to be successful. But for the FriendFeed community and the FriendFeed users, I don't think it's a great thing. What happened at FriendFeed was there was an effect that really, it was a phenomenon really, that a community sprouted out of this product that nobody foresaw. I mean, a lot of strangers, I mean complete strangers, not people who were friends on Twitter or friends on Flickr or a lot of complete strangers became really close friends, and a lot of people who liked the same topics were able to find themselves enjoying each other's company. Case in point with me, with the NBA playoffs, I had an NBA live feed I had a feed on FriendFeed. It was a live chat thread every night or every time there was a NBA Finals game. And I met a lot of people that love basketball on there that I didn't know existed. Literally, not on FriendFeed, but just didn't know existed. Same is true for college football. Like a lot of stuff I like. Great community there, and it's sad to see that the platform where that community was founded is going to be pretty much dismantled. It may not be this year, it may not be next year, but it's eventually going away. Facebook has gone on record to say that they're going to eventually merge the product with FriendFeed. With Facebook, I mean, FriendFeed and Facebook will eventually merge, and at some point it's going to get turned off. So while in the short term we're okay, there's kind of a why bother attitude. You know, why continue using this platform? And that why bother attitude is also laced with the concern about your data. Facebook is notoriously known for their controversial terms of service, which in so many words state that the data you post on Facebook is not really your data anymore. Once you post the data on Facebook, they essentially own it. This is a big reason why I don't post a lot on Facebook. This is the reason why you don't see me put videos and stuff up there, because their terms of service is scary. So the concern is all of the existing data we've invested in FriendFeed over the past year and a half, 2 years, may become subject to that terms of service, and we don't know if we're going to own that data anymore. A lot of people are pulling their data off. I'm looking for ways to get my data just to make sure that I have it in case something happens. So there's an unsurety factor, there's a future, there's why bother attitude, and there's also this thing of, well, everybody I met here, all the people, all the friends, all the ties, they're essentially going to be gone in a matter of time. So a lot of people are saddened. I mean, people spent a lot of time on this site. I mean, hours. A lot of time. I'm guilty. I was on my iPhone all the time checking stuff, looking for new stuff to read, new links, I mean, a lot of the stories you guys hear me talk about on this podcast and talk about on my radio show, I would find through FriendFeed. It was a great way to discover information and talk about it with other people. So I'm saddened. It's a bittersweet day that Facebook bought FriendFeed, and the future of the platform really is, in my opinion, is not that good. So what am I going to do now? I don't know. A lot of people are completely abandoning FriendFeed. I'm not going to do that just yet. I mean, I'm going to still be there. I don't know what I'm going to do. I don't know what my motivation is going to be now, knowing that the platform is essentially going to be gone in a uncertain amount of time. It's going to be gone. I don't know if I want to even input any more data, because I may be giving Facebook more data. I don't know. But I'll be on my blog. I'll be on my podcast. I'll be still producing content. But I'm just sad to see FriendFeed go and go this way. I knew they were going to get acquired at some point. I knew they were going to either sell their technology or get acquired, because these guys are hobbyists. They're already set in terms of money. They're Googlers. They're like in the early days of Google. One of the guys invented Gmail, so they're set. I mean, they don't really need the money. This was like a hobby to them. So I'm happy that they made out well with this. Even some of the newcomers like Benjamin Golub, he was a developer of FriendFeed to go, and they hired him. So I'm happy for him. I'm pretty sure he made out well in this deal. Hopefully he did. I don't know, but because they're gonna get a lot of stock, according to the stuff, a lot of stock and a lot of money. So I'm happy for them. They're very smart guys, but the FriendFeed community, I can feel the pain. Because a lot of time and effort seems like it got wasted. Alright, this is Bwana from Bwana.tv. This is the bittersweet news of Facebook acquired FriendFeed, and we'll see where it goes from here, but all signs point to not being around much longer in the long term for FriendFeed. Alright guys, take care.